Parshat Emor Sheni. The Torah talks about a Kohen Aaron who is anybody from his family, from the Kahuna family, is not allowed to have a blemish, an imperfection in his body, because if he does, he cannot be somebody who offers the karbanot in the Beis Hamikdash. The Torah goes on to delineate what kind of imperfections we're talking about. We're talking about a man who is blind, a man who is lame, a man who is charum, which means there's no bridge between one eye and the nose is flat, or sarua, or we're talking about somebody has one limb that is bigger than the other limb, so he's walking not correctly. Such a person that has such a mum cannot be the one to offer the korbanot in the mizbeach. Somebody has a broken leg or a broken hand, somebody who is a gibain, his eyebrows are overgrowing, or somebody who is dak or tavalul, that's somebody who has some kind of eye malady, or somebody who has some kind of boils or dry or wet scabs, or somebody who has some kind of testicle injury, maroach oshech. Any person that has such an imperfection from Aaron's seed, from Aaron's family, is not permitted to be the one who offers the karbanos in the Beis Hamikdash, because again, he is holy. However, such a Kohen is permitted to eat and partake from the Kodesh Kedoshim and the Kodesh Kachim Kalim. He can eat, but he cannot enter the Ohel Moed. He cannot go close to the Mizbeach because of his imperfection. If he does so, he's really desecrating his kahuna sanctity. The next parsha talks about that Aaron should separate himself from the Jewish people and not desecrate his holy name, again, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Almighty, has sanctified him. He should say to his generation, any person from the seed of Aaron that in fact eats a holy object, Kodesh Kedoshim, Kodesh Kalim, or Truma, when he is defiled, when he has a tumah on him, he will get the penalty of kares for such a person. A seed from Aaron HaKohen, who is a mitzora or a zav, he cannot again also eat kachim until he becomes tahar. One who touches a somebody who has touched a corpse or has been in contact with a corpse, or somebody who has a nocturnal emission, or somebody who has touched a sheretz, a dead sheretz, or a individual who is tamei, then he cannot in any way eat kachim until he goes through the process. So what he has to do is go to the mikveh and wait for the sun to set. Once the sun sets, he in fact will be a tahar to eat. So same thing when it comes to nevela treifa. He's not allowed to eat when he eat kachim when he is tamei, and he should keep all the laws of tumah and tahara. One who is not a Kohen is not permitted to eat any of the trumos or the kachim. Somebody who is a toshav Kohen, which means his ear was pierced because he wanted to remain as an eved until Yovel, he's not permitted to eat from the truma, nor is a sacher, with somebody who is enslaved for the 6 years that we learned in Parashas Mishpatim. He can't eat from Kodesh, from truma. However, a Kohen who has an eved knaini can eat from truma, and a person who is a child of a shivcha, born to the Kohen's family, he can eat truma, and so could the Kohen's wife, she can eat truma. A bas Kohen who is married to a non-Kohen, she's married to a Levi Yisrael, she can no longer eat truma because she's no longer part of the Kohen's house. However, if this bas Kohen becomes a widow or a divorcee and she has no children, she can return to her father's home, and at that point she can eat truma. If a person eats truma by accident, he has to repay the principal that he destroyed, plus he has to pay 20% and give it to the Kohen. He's not permitted to desecrate any of the holy food that a Kohen is allowed to eat.